Tucked between rugged mountains and the Pacific coastline, reaching Cantilan in Surigao del Sur is not for the faint-hearted traveler. Cantilan is called the cradle of towns, as 4 adjacent towns were carved out of the original Cantilan settlement. Cantilan is also home to Cantilan Bank. The bank was established in 1980 and for a long time served as the sole provider of the banking needs of Cantilan and its neighboring towns. To reach more lower-income clients, the bank launched a group microloan product in early 1999. The results were disheartening, as the loans quickly posted high delinquency rates. In that same year, the bank signed up with the Microenterprise Access to Banking Services, or MABS program. The MABS program is a United States agency for international development supported program being implemented by the Rural Bankers Association of the Philippines with oversight provided by the Mindanao Economic Development Council under the Office of the President. Through training and technical support, MABS helps participating rural banks build the capacity to profitably provide financial services, both loan and deposit, to the microenterprise sector.
Well, the motivation principally was to really give financial services to those who need it most.
And one of the best trainings I myself received was the market research leading to the development of new product.
There was a total change in our culture, particularly our employees. We never imagined that the practice of introduced by MABS would be successful in the initial stage of implementation. And also there was an effect, initial birth pains to our clients that they seem not to understand why we're doing these things, cash flow analysis, CIBI, etc. So, but after a few months, we find it very significant. There's a great improvement on our delinquency and of course the culture of our people.
Cantilan Bank then developed and offered an individual microloan product, the Kita or Kita Insakto Tipon Ascenso. All 10 of Cantilan Bank's banking units are now offering microloan products. As of December 2006, more than 73,000 microloans totaling to more than 660 million pesos have been disbursed to more than 40,000 micro-borrowers. Mrs. Helena Coquilla and Mrs. Victoria Lim are among Cantilan Bank's first microloan clients. The bank has been their partner in helping them to expand their businesses.
Because of my loans from Cantilan Bank, I was able to increase my puso production from 22 kilos of rice to 75 kilos daily. I was able to finance the expansion of my house and was able to put my son through college. He now works for Cantilan Bank. I started out small and I used my first loan for additional capital for my business. I knew we had to expand our business to support our children's education. Now, we make deliveries 3 times a week to retailers in 5 different towns.
San Miguel.
By combining product design with creative marketing campaigns to promote savings mobilization, the bank has been successful in increasing both the number and amount of deposits. From 1999 to December 2006, Cantilan Bank increased the number of deposit accounts from 8,800 to over 50,700. Overall, deposits balances increased from 52.6 million pesos to 287.7 million pesos. More importantly, over 96% of these deposit accounts were micro-deposit accounts with balances of less than 15,000 pesos. Cantilan Bank's success has been propelled by innovation and constant improvement.
To succeed in business, one must innovate. It's a simple rule that all businesses probably should have in mind. So we've got to stay ahead of the competition, and MABS showed us the way.
And the product development is continuous, and that's why we are 2 steps ahead of our competitors.
The bank has developed new products patterned after the MABS approach core principles.
We get to review our products once in a while and improve it, and the market would also tell us what new products should be made available to the clients. And we have a team here, a research and development committee that I have tasked to come up with such innovations and improvements in our present products as well.
With support from MABS, Cantilan developed its micro-agri-loan product, the Pag-uma. By offering Pag-uma, the bank has given residents of the predominantly agricultural communities that surround the bank with access to affordable financing.
We already own a rice field but needed additional income because all of our children are already in school. Access to Pag-uma loans helped me expand, and we planted sili and raised pigs. I was able to buy a new motorcycle and have enough money for the weekly allowance of my eldest child, who is already in college.
Some of the bank's service areas are remote rural areas that have been difficult to reach due to the high transaction costs associated with delivering financial services in these areas. When MABS introduced mobile phone banking applications in 2005, the bank's top management quickly recognized the potential and opportunity to help the bank reach out in a more cost-effective way to service clients in remote areas.
Cantilan enrolled into the program, and we see its applications in the hard-to-reach areas as something that is worthy to take note of, because especially in one of our branches, Socorro, for instance, which is an island municipality where they're cut off basically from communications, they were the first ones to take it up, and it's it's something people said that people used to say when I tell them about the mobile phone banking applications, that won't catch up with in the rural areas because it's technology. They might not understand it that much. But if there's a need, people will adapt to it, adapt to the technology, and we're proving right.
Practically all rural banks have the same products, no? And maybe the only thing that would keep you above the competition would be technology. We hope to decrease the load on our account officers and, of course, make banking easier for our clients. You can just text a deposit, text a payment, and we don't have to go around to collect. And our area is quite a dangerous area. And so it's less exposure for our account officers, less exposure to danger. The roads are bad, there's insurgency in the countryside.
Currently, we are developing an ecosystem to be piloted here in Cantilan area. And now we are conducting a market survey for possible resellers. Way back last November of 2006, we initially implemented the tax and allowance to our employees. First, we have a negative resistance on that. However, these days, they're already okay.
Well, the tax and allowance scheme of the bank is very beneficial on my part, considering that I can pay my Globe bill plan through GCash, and it also allows me to do a hassle-free transaction. And also, it is very convenient since I can bring my phone anywhere.
Cantilan Bank's management has instilled the values of discipline and the drive to excel. This is backed by an incentive program that rewards high-performing staff and ensures their professional advancement.
We do it through merit system. We see to it that an AO should earn for himself, meaning to say he must have a proper, good caseload and a benchmark, work-event analysis. And also we give them friends benefits and the career path. to to excel in their assigned tasks. So we have continuous training, and we see to it that the right people will be put in their position, and we send them also to trainings.
Cantilan Bank's continuing drive for improvement and excellence is geared towards its main objective, service.
Microfinance is central. Whenever we enter into a new area, microfinance is our leading edge. And we go to areas where essentially where there are no banks. We will grow slowly but gradually, and microfinance will be our leading edge into the areas where we feel we can service the people more.